Hello, I am Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz, January 14, 2013, 1:12 a.m. Birmingham, Alabama. I'm going to do two short blogs here, and I've tried to do one. I just can't make it to one. But they're titled, Shaken to the Core, If You Only Knew. And I am talking about UFOs, aliens, tsunamis, earthquakes, volcanoes, terror that is going to be unbelievable. These things are about to come onto our scene soon. Like it or not, the day is near and you must be warned. And I'm going to try to do that. You have people that sit at a round table. They wear dark suits. They decide on your child's education. They decide on what the farmers will or will not grow and what pesticides to put on what. They decide who our next leader will be. And I don't mean in America. And I'm talking about every country. They decide by country which person will be their next leader. They have control of all countries but one, and that is Israel. These people you know, these people you mingle with, these people you may play golf with every day or play a round of tennis. These people of whom I'm referring to are not what or who you think. And I'll give you one simple example. You can follow up on what I tell you here and see that indeed I'm telling you exactly the way it happened. This man sat with a group of people that he did not know 30 years ago. 30 years ago, this man didn't have a pot to pee in. But he was a pretty smart guy. He had an invention or a little creation, I guess you can say. And for every person in the world that has a computer, his product is on that computer. Microsoft. And of course, you know Bill Gates. This man's worth in roughly the neighborhood of $55 billion. But his life changed with his money. He got like he's no longer one of us. He is in a different group of people. He was one of those that sat at a round table meeting on Jekyll Island. He was one that stood up, spoke up, and said, "This world cannot accommodate more than 8.3 billion people, so therefore I make a motion that is the cap of the people that will live on earth." What gives Bill Gates the right to decide that the population of earth should be cut off or stopped at 8.3 billion people? You know what gives him the right? Money. Money, and lots of it. It's easier for the camel to go through the eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. And you know that. You've heard that. Money changes people. But then someone else stood up and said, "You know what? I think that number's too big." So this other man decided that it should be much lower. And from there, I've heard different numbers, and I won't give them, not this time. But I won't keep you waiting. Keep in mind that this is just one man out of a few dozen in this country, Bill Gates. And an update on the world's population has now dropped. As I said, somebody else mentioned that's too many. Why? Well, Bill's idea was a little bit too high. The end result is They may want as little as $1 billion. That number has been picked out, and you can find it, you can read it. So I have not touched the tip of the iceberg, not yet. What you don't know will not scare you. They don't want to scare you right now. But if you know the truth, well, let me move on. This is why you don't know. Alright, they make billions on fabricated lies and hoaxes, like global warming. Al Gore made billions on a lie, like H1N1. They make billions on the flu bug. How many will die of this death? H1N1 is not their concern. Their agenda is much bigger. They say the H1N1 flu shot protection, in most cases, makes you sicker than the virus itself. They make money by this fabricated hoax. AIDS is not a virus that came from monkeys in Africa. It came from northern Mexico, and it was created by Americans. AIDS is a man-made virus, but yet they made billions on it. So, now let me tell you who some of these people are. Shall I call them the carriers of something far deeper than anyone thinks? They carry forward the wheels of something much, much bigger than the multi-billionaires and the super rich. For doing the biddings of these, they are actually pulling strings of these billionaire puppets. They are the Robin Emanuels, the creators of Obama. Obama is indeed a puppet of this Robin Emanuel. But before I tell you who they are, let me say once again, you know them, but you never knew them after all. This is going to take a moment to explain, so I'm going to stop it here and I'm going to pick it up on part 2. But be prepared. Be prepared. You have no idea. Jody Wolf, Expoz.